Yo, another video. I'm getting into this YouTube stuff, you know. I'm enjoying it. This one's a bit different. You know. So yeah, rather than like talking about the kind of fitness fundamentals, I thought I'd talk about some of the like practical stuff, like, and this is something that's changed with me as well. For my training, yeah, I don't know, even from like the football days, innit? Like, I've just been like avid wearer of Nike products. And that's what sports sponsorships and stuff do, innit? Like, man, you see like Thierry Henry just wearing like the long socks, the gloves, it's Nike. And you automatically think, if I want to be like Thierry Henry, even though I was a goalkeeper, I've got to wear the Nike products. And to this day, I've always just worn Nike, because you just feel like 100, innit? But recently, particularly footwear, I've changed, man. I've changed. And I think a lot of it also has gone down to just the way that I train, innit, like, man. And I've moved to like, rather than like a, I don't know, bodybuilding, like back day, chest day, like all that kind of like stuff, innit. Like, I've moved to like a more kind of like functional way of training, innit, like, man. So it's no longer just like going to the gym to train arms. I'll kind of do like more of an upper body based on about movement that kind of like gets you ready for life, innit, like, man. So you're working on your kind of like capacity, your lungs, just your engine, as well as the kind of like building muscle in it. So my training, and I think in line with that, I think a lot of people that train in this way wear different kind of kit because it just helps them perform better in that environment. And before I move to that, as I said, like, man, let me get what I used to wear out, like, man. I used to wear Nike Metcons. These are like the Reacts, and they serve me well, like, man. These, they feel nice, supportive. Yeah, they're good, in it, like, man. They're a good training shoe. Good training shoe. I would definitely recommend. But since I've moved to a bit more functional, something else has come into my life, man. And since I've started wearing them, there's no going back in it. So the Nikes, I'm sorry, but they just ain't cutting it for me no more, man. They just ain't cutting it for me. And let me introduce you to what I think is probably like the best training shoe that I have worn in a long time. A long time. These bad boys. I don't know if you can kind of see them in the camera. Let me get that one. The RADs. And these, you know, when I first saw them like a few years back, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was a bit like, it's not Nike, is it? But recently, they like do like drops of these online, innit? And they sell out in like that. Gone. Literally, like, if you ain't ready at that time to purchase, you're done, innit? And you know what I thought these used to look like? I don't know, like, I was born in 1984, innit, like, when I went to school and stuff like that. If you went to kind of like secondary school, South London, as I did, big up BTG, and you lot that went to BTG. At school, there was this shoe that people used, they were like the Prada shoes, innit, like, man. You know the ones I'm talking about, innit, like, man, the black ones that you wear your school uniform, innit. I used to think these looked a bit like them, and I was a bit like, I don't know about them for training, man. But as I've kind of like matured, let's say, with my training, I thought, let me see what the hype is, innit, like, man. So I copped a pair of Rads. This colourway I thought was pretty bad, to be fair. This colourway is decent. I think it's called Oat in the RAD ones. I went for a 10.5 in these, and let me tell you, the first session I had in these, the feet were feeling comfortable. Literally, like, man, the movement, the support, everything. You know what I mean? Like, man, the Nike Metcons are good and stuff like that, but these, next level. Comfort, support, stability, movement, like the structure of it is just like, it gives you enough support but flexibility to move as you need to do, like, naturally. I just feel like your feet are kind of taken care of wearing these, like, man. So yeah, everything about them is just like 100, like, man. What else is there to say about these? Yeah, they feel good, they look good, they make you feel good when you're training. Only negative thing I would say about these, so I'm a 10.5, and I got these in so my Metcons 10.5, I got these in a 10.5, and I'd say they come up a little bit tighter than those, innit, like, man, a little bit tighter. But if you like that kind of like snug fit, then that's no problem. But if you don't, then I would probably maybe go up. So if you're 10.5, I'll go for 11. So these are a 10.5, and they are slightly a little bit tight, but you can still get away with it training. But because I love them so much, might have to get another pair, innit? I got them in a grey. I got them in a grey, and I got these in an 11. And these, just look at the colourway ones. Do you know what? If another drop of these come out in all black, it's a wrap. That's it. I'm getting them. 100% getting them. But yeah, if you're on the market for like a training shoe, that you can kind of like bang weights in, do a bit of a Metcon, short distances running, without having to kind of like change your footwear like between the sessions, I definitely recommend the RAD ones. Definitely recommend these ones. And the colorways they've got, decent, like, man, decent. I like the kind of like quite understated, like, you know what I mean? I want one of them dons that bought like green football boots and that, like, man. I just like kind of standard kind of like colours in it, like, man. So neutral or black, that is me. And they've got a good colourways for doing, and good colourways as well. If you want to be a bit like outrageous with it and that, they've got something for you on there as well. So yeah, RAD ones. I've joined the club, man. No longer Metcons. I'm still going to wear Nike. A lot of my clothing and stuff like that is Nike because it just feels good in it. Like, but RAD ones, definitely recommend. So yeah, as I said before, if you're in the market for like a training shoe, or just moving to a more functional way of training, I definitely recommend these. So so yeah, if you've got RADs or you've moved over, let me know in the comments, innit, like, man. Good to hear what other people think about these, you know. So so yeah, big up RAD ONE. Hopefully you find that little review helpful.